Dear people, we already fall to the bond here. How do you say this in English, Jens? With these lines. I just want you for your mind.
I just really want you for
your mind. And not for your physical assets. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Is it my hair? I don't know. Come.
Everybody needs a bosom as a pillow.
That's true. It's Jens. It's so nice after so long time that we see each other, and the first thing we do is make people jealous. See, that's true friendship. Doesn't matter how many liter vodka's were. That's not true. Because we are very geheel-onthouders in this show.
Klopt.
What is geheel-onthouders?
Entertainers. Superstars.
True. Listen, for our fans, you already knew, because it was a new way of starting the show. Because we started. This is a bit sacrilegious for me, because this is one of the songs that I love the most of the Flirts, and I was genuinely surprised when you just said to me, I don't have this song. And the reason why I'm genuinely surprised is because maybe later I will get this camera and I will show you the amount of records that Jens brought with him. And you think, what's so special about that? Well, you can tell us why it's so special, because you're the inventor,
producer
of this idea. The theme. Tell us the theme.
The theme of the whole show tonight is Bobby O.
So all this big stack of records that Jens brought with him, it's finger licking, jealous making good. Whoa. Bobby Orlando, and so that hence I was surprised that he didn't have this records. Where is it?
The one that you have
here
over there.
Yeah, because I love this.
This is danger.
No, where is
the
it?
one in front.
Oh, here. This is the Flirts with You and Me, and I love this song. Do you like it? Yeah. We have a lot of things to talk about, and also a bit taboo, a bit risque not to talk about. We are weighing our words on a golden standard about Bobby O.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of things to talk about. I started with my favorite record. Listen, I wanted to ask from you, can you start with your favorite record? But in the meantime, you already laid a little single here. And is that your favorite record?
Yeah. Well, maybe.
Wait, I have to say one more thing to put another feather in your cap, Jens. Because when you were upstairs getting some ice and he brought me lovely flowers and also ice for the water, I had a little rummage through all the records he brought, and I saw a lot of records of this beautiful woman, and she actually, one of the sleeves I will show you later, she looks like me in my outfit, and she's called Ronnie Griffiths. Who the fuck is she?
You don't know?
Probably I do, but... am I a Ronnie Griffith virgin here?
Yes.
And this is so... We're doing this show for you, but actually I feel it's like my birthday, because I love to hear new things of my favorite producer and my favorite person. So, wow. Tell us about Ronnie Griffith.
So, this is not only one of my favorite Bobby Orlando songs. It's also the very first single I ever bought. The very first record I ever bought was this single. And actually it was not the single I was looking for, because I asked a girl of mine in my class, I said, I know a song in the radio and it goes like, tonight. And she said, Ronnie Griffith's Desire.
And what was the other song
I
that
still,
you actually
and
had?
until this day, I don't know what the song
This is a nice quiz.
But this is a record I bought and I played it and I knew from the first seconds that it was not
You were
the record I was...
but you were in love.
And I loved it. I loved
But
this
listen,
record.
do you believe in rewriting your own history? I'm not accusing you, but I should accuse myself. No, I can't accuse myself because the first record I bought, Round and Round from Status Quo.
Oh.
And you know why? You know why? Because they had in the middle of the label here, they had this graphic design that was going round and round and round. And I saw the record in the store and I wanted... So even then, I was more challenged about the
Ja, niks die gestopt.
even then...
Begint hij weer.
Because even then I was more triggered about the, I want to say the physical side of things, but
The visual
side of things than actually the song, because it was kind of a lousy song, but it's still my first record. But this is much a more wonderful story that you also by surprise got that record. Can we play it and then you later tell us about it?
Absolutely.
I took it off, so you have to tell me if it's A or B.
You will immediately hear that it comes from the same idea as the Flirts. And my parents, I drove them crazy. I played this record 24 hours a day.
Yeah, of course. Kijken naar het beeld, zodat je in het beeld voelt. Dus als je hier staat, ga je iets naar voren. Zie je? En je omega. Ja. About that just last song, that last sound that you heard, huh? This is very Bobby O, and you don't hear it in anybody else records. We talk about this later. This is one of the first records you bought, but is it also one of the first records Bobby Orlando made?
It's not his first record, but this is briefly before the Flirt's Passion.
Yeah.
So
oh, okay.
There's a connection
so he was
between
already
those two going there.
Because do you know, with all your knowledge, do you know when Bobby Orlando was active?
Yes.
Is he still active? Is he still alive?
Made through the 2000s occasionally records that were kind of a retro style, Italo style.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure, they were not the same quality. I think actually between 81, this is 81, and 88, I think those records are the ones that we love and would play.
That's long, and he made a lot of records.
He made a lot of records, but in the end, I think the quality suffered a bit.
Yeah.
And he began to copy other people. I think
yeah, because he was an original. Because that sound that I was just talking about, that was so eigen, so how do you say it in English? So
his own.
His own, that it was so signature that it was almost impossible. He got that. So I think because he got this signature sound, especially, I mean, not the rhythm, because that was copied a lot.
Yes.
But that little riff that was so signature that nobody else could dare to copy it. So hence you immediately know it was his.
Yes.
But what can you tell me about Ronnie Griffith? Because I have the feeling that her voice was maybe one of the best of all the singers that he had in his career. Is that
I would
a bold
agree
statement?
with? Yeah. Well, first of all, I would say that she's one of the few who is actually the girl on the sleeve. Is also the singer.
Can you show us the other sleeves, because you've got some beautiful sleeves?
I bring the other sleeves in a second, but
I will get them for you, because you have
many.
Ja, hier en hier, en je had hier een hele mooie. Now another one, which she has a black outfit somewhere. Is that true?
You meant this one?
Yeah, this one.
Oh, it's on the back.
This, I was immediately jealous of that because I thought it was me.
Yes, I see that.
Yeah, look at this.
This is a bag of a long player.
Yeah,
and,
I saw
she
it.
was, I think, a model, from what I understand, but also a singer. And
look,
this is an American cover of her LP.
Okay.
And the LP is one of the first that Bobby Orlando produced in the entirely. He did
a long player.
A long player.
What shall we play next? What was the song we...
Do you want to hear one really awful from the very beginning of Bobby Orlando before he...
Let's do it, because we already played 2 top hits.
2 top hits we had.
But
I just...
But whatever happened to this Ronnie Griffith? Because she is the only artist that I knew from Bobby Orlando who actually was allowed to make a whole long player as an independent artist, so to speak, and not like the Flirts, which were an ever-changing trio.
Yeah, they were never the same.
Yeah, so do you know more about Ronnie Griffith?
Yes.
In the meantime, I put something on. This
well, Ronnie Griffiths.
Because we are talking about Ronnie, let's continue about
she
Ronnie.
continued. This, I must say. Oh, this is a.
Ooh,
I have 2 of those.
love is it.
Your love is a drug.
Listen, he just said something. What zeg je?
What? Your love is a drug.
No, daarvoor.
You can have it.
He just said it under his breath. And he just gave me a wonderful present. You cannot say that under your breath. You have to make a whole thing about it. Mwah.
I must say, whenever I see this record somewhere in a bargain bin, this is the best LP Bobby Orlando ever wrote. Every song on this is amazing. There's a song Spice on it, which is so proto techno almost. It's amazing. It's like the whole, everything what he later did, you can hear in that LP.
compromise for that great natural high, and there's no reason why I should try. Your love is the drug that I need of.
This is another top hit of. But tell me more about Ronnie Griffith.
Ronnie Griffith.
Wait, I always follow you in the radar, and he's used to it. So don't give any comments about this, because I always want to enhance my question. Because Jens has a series on Facebook. Do you have a name for it? Record of the day or something?
Something like that, yeah. It doesn't really have a name, it doesn't really have a purpose.
Every day he
I post a record.
For almost
1.5 years.
Yeah, how many records? Because sometimes you do more than one a day and sometimes you don't.
Well, sometimes I did it for a whole year, every day one.
Yeah.
And for a whole year, every day, and after that it became more like...
Erratic.
Yeah, erratic.
Yeah.
When I feel
But
something...
my point is that it's your own record collection, and especially your own affliction, which is verzamelen, collecting music, but also other things, of course. That's why we have this enormous amount of Italo here. But what people really like through this show, you have some extra fans like John Cooper, John Please Women, and Lee Benjamin, famous couturier, Philippe, lots of people. So I'm glad that we be of service to that. But the reason is that because they love your insight and your knowledge, and also your what we really like that you also, it's not just like a little talk about the records, but also what you don't like and what you do like, your personal preference. But do you have also the knowledge of this woman? Because Ronnie Griffith, tell us all about it.
I was very, very curious about Ronnie Griffith because this was my first single, and obviously when a long player came out, I also bought a long player, and well, when it happened,
we're playing now the long player.
After a while, you know, there's no second long players and you forget about this artist and it's something of it.
Yeah.
So, like years later, I looked it up on the internet. What is she doing now? Is she still alive? What's she doing? And it turns out that she made this one album with Bobby Orlando. Like everybody, she got into a financial dispute with Bobby Orlando because Bobby Orlando is famous for getting into disputes with the singer. And she made a couple of singles with other producers, but that didn't go so well.
Because she was really a Bobby Orlando girl.
Really, Bobby. That is her electronic. She's perfect for that music. And the very funny thing I saw is that she then didn't make music for maybe 15, 20 years, and in that time she had become very religious. So she decided to
she did a Donna Summer move.
She did electronic religious disco album.
No!
Yes.
An electronic religious disco album? Do you have that?
No, I don't have it. It's only available, I think, for download or maybe a CD. There could be a CD. It must be very obscure.
Did you hear like a preview of it?
I heard it. It heard like a very bad imitation of her Bobby Orlando.
Did it hurt your ears? Did you hear the lyrics?
Yes, and it can only be described as very American. But I must also say that because
so she was like the Tammy Faye of Italo.
Something like that. But I must also say that she's still performing with the Flirts, because the Flirts also still perform. And she goes to these events in Brazil. This is very popular. And she looks like she's enjoying it. She's now an older woman. She's not a model anymore, but she's still doing it. So that's something, because all the other acts from Bobby Orlando are faceless acts who we don't really know the singers of.
And there were so many of the Flirts. We will come to the Flirts next. Should we do the Flirts next?
Let's do the Flirts.
Many Flirts that we lost count. Thank you, by the way, for Patrick Mone for coloring my hair for today. Do you think it's subtle?
It's wonderful. And
It's actually a little tribute to Divine, who also had like in the end like pink ends of his wigs. Because Divine was also
Bobby Orlando.
of Bobby Orlando. We come
And one
to
of his most important clients, yeah.
yeah. So we'll come to that later. But now we go to the flirts. Which
And-
oh my God! Look at the amount
just-
that he brought with him.
Is this the one that you have? What is it called? You and me?
You and me. Yeah.
So
we
I have
a
it just with a
sleeve.
different cover. So there we go. But what I thought was interesting to see is, I hope I got some all right. How many different flirts there were, because everybody knows the flirts from Passion.
From Passion.
Well, everybody, I say, but most people will know the flirts from Passion. The one hit that really broke Bobby Orlando's sound, right? That's the most famous one by far.
And what's so interesting is that the original 12-inch has a ridiculous long intro.
Yeah.
One of the longest intros ever made in.
You want to play the whole thing? Okay.
We gonna play whilst we keep on talking,
Talking.
because it's more of a talk actually
Exactly.
than spin. But we're gonna
It's a
play you
classic song.
the.
So,
And lots of DJs, including me, when we were playing the song, we thought we had the wrong side because we thought it was instrumental, and only halfway through the 12-inch they started singing.
I must say this remix is still the remix that every other remix has to be measured by.
Yeah.
This is amazing from the single version.
Say it again.
This is an amazing remix. Every other remix after that had to be measured by that. Because
By this,
if you hear the single version, it's very like flat and
Yeah.
simple.
Because it's the build-up that
And-
makes it so beautiful.
This is a remake almost of, gives it so many layers.
Yeah.
Really hard production. But what I also wanted to show that these girls, they were the first flirts. Since they were Rebecca, Holly,
Rebecca, Holly, and
it's on the back of the sleeve. I don't know the name, doesn't matter. Oh, here. Holly, Rebecca, and what's her name? Andrea.
Andrea.
Holly, Rebecca, and Andrea. Who cares?
I love it. Oh, that
Used in so many remixes afterwards.
And at this point you think you got the instrumental version, and it still have to start singing. So bear with us. It sounds like an exhibition. Yes. this bit sounds like an intermission.
This was sampled so many times. I hear that in so many house and disco numbers. So dramatic.
It's not an intro anymore.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
I'm waiting for you, baby. It's time for show and tell. I'm close capture. I'm under your spell. I wanna be a woman. Come on and be my man. This feeling that I have for you, I understand. This dream of love is restless. It really is so strong. I wanna give you all my love before it's too far gone. Dance like a lion. It's hungry for display. Come on and show your loving. I know you can't wait.
After his really ultimate wonderful song, now you're gonna play the song that you hated the most, the bad one.
Is it off? Yes.
Can you do that?
Can you?
Nee, ik
I have to look for it.
Yeah,
I've lost it again.
because he promised me to show but he has so many records here.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. It's a vanguard.
So remember, Jens said, what did you say about this record?
Well, first, now that we can all look up Bobby Orlando, before that I didn't know. But even though after I bought my Ronnie Griffiths, I got so obsessed because I read everything on the record. I read who wrote it, because it's your first record and you look at everything. And I knew this was written by Bobby Orlando. And then, like a few months later, Passion came out, and I was
And of
also
course,
loving Passion.
this is pre-internet, so you
Pre-internet,
had to have
pre-internet.
all your information from the sleeve.
Exactly, and there was like really not that much written about Bobby Orlando as a producer in magazines or something. So anyway, so I went to my record seller, because we just had like this little record shop, and says, if you have another record from Bobby Orlando, you must put it aside for me and give it to me. And every time I came there, he gave me these records, and I said, that can't be. How can you make so many records in such a short time? But
Be careful what you wish for.
There were so many obscure.
It could come true. Oh, listen, this is very famous. And he says something like, come on, or something.
not really. Mm.
Wij hadden het over,
Het begin van...
over de geweldigste nummers. En jij, maar ook over de minder goede of zelfs slechte nummers. Hoe heet ze? Even kijken waar die hoes is. Ik pak even de hoes erbij. Zet jij hem even op?
Ik heb die hoes al hier.
Het is een zwarte hoes.
Die is hier, Maxime.
Ja.
Maar
Wat weet je van deze vrouw te zeggen? Is het een band? Het is meer New Wave, hè?
het is een new wave. Dat wilde ik net zeggen. Dat Bobby Orlando, hij was zelf ook eerst in een band. En hij kwam echt uit een new wave. Van een new wave achtergrond. Hè? Alleen... en daarom Jukebox van de Flirts is ook echt new wave.
New Wave-erig.
Ja.
Ze heeft een beetje geprobeerd een beetje Joan Jett te doen.
Ja, Joan Jett.
Maar suppose this number would have been sung by Divine. What do you think then? Because Divine was not really a skilled singer.
True.
It was more shouting.
I would love this from Divine.
Yeah,
I need a man.
because he had more conviction.
I think for Divine he would have also made it even more dance number. The guitar on this one, this is this sounds like Joan Jett with a disco beat mixed over it or something. I don't know. There's something about it I don't like.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to combine two flavors,
Yeah.
and it tastes like mud.
I have a
So
feeling this
we
won't
go
fit.
immediately to your favorite number, which Native Love. This is the last of Jungle Jezebel, which also very nice song. Yeah, not really a dance.
This
thing,
is my
but
favorite.
This is Jens' favorite song of Divine. Of Bobby O, both.
Certainly of Divine.
Feel the heat, rock your body to the native beat. Step by step, slowly rising. Step by step, come on. Well, here I am, I got the beat. I'm gonna rock to the rhythm of the body beat. Come on now, let's have big fun. Rock to the rhythm, let's get undone. It's not a dream, but teenage dream of love is on my mind. It's native love and rapping, and I'm just not satisfied. And I never give enough.
Ja, alles klopt in het nummer. Everything is perfect.
The lyrics, the
Ja,
funk and disco. Say wow.
So this concludes our first chapter of Bobby O at Spin and Talk with Jens Keller and Maxime Duvall. I'm really looking forward to part 2.
And that means there's a part 2.
Bye! So we end our first part with the favorite Divine song of our distinguished guest Jens Keller, and we'll start part 2 with my favorite Divine song. So see you after the break.